He never made hit songs. He never chased fame. Yet his name became one of the most feared during Chicago's drill era. To some, Lil B was simply another gang member. To others, he was one of O Block and 600's most dangerous rivals. This is the story of Raison Shaw, better known as Lil B. Born on January 7, 1994, he grew up in Chicago's famous Calumet buildings. After the buildings were demolished, he later spent much of his time around TYMB, a neighborhood around 65th and Maryland that community accounts describe as home to members from several different street groups, including Black Disciples, Gangster Disciples, and Black P Stones. According to those same accounts, Lil B also had family ties there, including Money Man and Ty, whom the neighborhood was later named after, following his death according to street accounts. According to long-standing community accounts, a TYMB member known as Kells played a significant role in introducing Lil B to the street life.
Show me what you got.
People familiar with those accounts say this was the period when Lil B first became active around TYMB. Many believe this was only the beginning. His reputation truly grew after moving to STL EBT. Because of those early ties, Lil B was originally associated with the Black Disciples before later becoming closely linked with STL EBT. Ironically, TYMB had long-standing tensions with STL EBT, the very side Lil B would later become closely associated with. According to long-circulating community accounts, false snitch allegations began spreading about him while he was around TYMB. Those accounts claim the allegations were later found to be untrue. But by then, Lil B had already distanced himself from TYMB. He eventually moved to 64th and Eberhard, where he became closely associated with EBT STL, and where his name would later become one of the most talked about in Chicago's drill era. Before we continue, it's important to understand the difference between EBT and STL. Although many people refer to them as one group, and they often operated closely together, they were actually two separate sets with their own members and histories. EBT's territory was centered around 64th and Eberhard, and according to long-standing community accounts, it became one of the main rivals of O Block, TYMB, and 600 before STL rose to wider attention. Just down the street was STL, based on 63rd and St. Lawrence, later made famous by rapper FBG Duck. Lil B was primarily associated with EBT, but he was also known to claim Jarrow City, another allied neighborhood located across the infamous train tracks around 62nd and Eberhard. He was regularly seen moving comfortably between EBT, STL, and Jarrow City, making connections across all three neighborhoods. Many people describe Lil B as someone who often moved around on his own, leading to the reputation that he was a one-man army. However, he also had a close circle, often seen with KI, FBG Butta, FBG Pressure, Jarrow City Lil Mikey, EBT Baby Greg, Tutu, and MOB Beans. Beyond that core group, Lil B was seen around many different members throughout EBT, STL, and Jarrow City. According to people who knew him and long-standing street accounts, Lil B was different from many around him. Some described him as socially awkward or quiet, while others said he carried a dark, intimidating presence. Community accounts also claim he wasn't known for making money through drug dealing. Instead, they portray him as someone whose focus was almost entirely on the conflict with rival neighborhoods, with stories describing him traveling to rival areas, and at times even back toward TYMB, where he had once spent time. Those same accounts also describe Lil B as unpredictable, saying he didn't just clash with rivals, but occasionally fell out with people close to him as well. One widely repeated story alleges he shot STL Cole after a personal dispute involving a girlfriend, though accounts of that incident vary and remain disputed. Regardless of which stories are true, Lil B earned a reputation many found intimidating. He also reportedly robbed some of his own friends. Over the years, stories about Lil B became almost mythical, with long circulating accounts claiming he sometimes disguised himself, even dressing as a homeless man. He was also said to disguise himself as a woman or hide in trash bins while waiting for rivals to pass. Whether true or not, these stories reinforced his reputation as calculating and unpredictable. One of the most well-known allegations is that Lil B shot prominent 600-member D Rose. But according to those same street narratives, it was far from the only incident linked to his name. As the years went on, Lil B's reputation only continued to grow. By late 2011, Lil B's name had become increasingly prominent in Chicago street discussions. According to community accounts and later police documents, Lil B's name came up in around 32 incidents, though many allegations were never proven in court. One of the earliest murders publicly linked to Lil B occurred on September 26, 2011, when Jizzle, who reportedly had ties to 600, was killed. Community accounts claim Lil B was involved alongside Jarrow City member Tutu. Jizzle himself was widely described in street narratives as an active gang member. Just weeks later, on October 6, 2011, Lil B's name again surfaced in connection with the fatal shooting of 17-year-old Rio in Trap City territory. According to community accounts, Lil B was reportedly with EBT members Drizzy and So Icy. The scene was described as gruesome. Although O Block and 600 were STL EBT's main rivals, they also reportedly had conflicts with TYMB, Trap City, Lamron, Front Street, and other BD sets across the city. On October 18, 2011, reports alleged Lil B and MOB Beans entered Parkway Gardens, where O Block member Patoon was killed and Oogie survived. According to J Hood's public account, he was present during the shooting, witnessed everything unfold, and said the incident left him traumatized. On December 17th, he was again publicly linked by investigators to a fatal robbery involving Levon. One alleged participant in that case is still alive and incarcerated today. Whether every allegation was true or not, these repeated associations contributed to Lil B's growing reputation across Chicago's South Side and cemented his place in the stories surrounding the early drill era. With Lil B's reputation growing, rival neighborhoods were frequently said to be looking for opportunities to catch him in STL, EBT, and Jarrow City. According to long-circulating community accounts, one such incident occurred when Lil B was with FBG Butta and other Jarrow City members as 600 members reportedly opened fire. Lil B was reportedly struck in the leg, but avoided the hospital, with street accounts claiming he continued moving through the neighborhood and allegedly took part in retaliatory shootings. Street accounts claim he then targeted Courtway on 62nd before entering 600 territory, where he allegedly encountered Mikado C-Day and Budawuski leaving C-Day's residence. Street accounts claim he later continued toward Prairie, further adding to his fearsome reputation despite the allegations never being proven in court. By 2012, community accounts and later police investigative documents linked Lil B's name to more than 30 incidents, including attempted murders, robberies, and stolen vehicles. He was arrested that year, but was released during the summer. According to long-standing community accounts, it wasn't long before his name surfaced again. This time in connection with the killing of Trap City member Scooter. Those same accounts also claim that shortly afterward, Lil B allegedly fired into O Block before being arrested again a few days later for an alleged parole violation. While in and out of custody, STL, EBT, and Jarrow City were suffering heavy losses. Members including Tuka, Tutu, Boss Trell, EBT Doc, P5, and many others had all been killed, further escalating tensions across Chicago's South Side. As covered in my last documentary on L.A. Capone on October 30, 2012, L.A. Capone, Manny, King Von, J Money, and Big A reportedly rode into Jarrow City looking for rivals. Instead, they encountered P5, a well-respected Jarrow City member who was widely described as being more focused on making money than gang violence. According to community accounts, Lil B and FBG Pressure arrived shortly after and found P5 fatally wounded in the street. Street accounts claim the killing deeply affected Lil B. In retaliation, he allegedly walked away from the scene and later fired into O Block. From that day on, community narratives suggest he knew who was responsible for P5's death, but reportedly wanted J Money the most, claiming he fired the majority of the shots. J Money was one of O-Block's most respected members, and someone many younger members looked up to. But according to police records and long-standing community accounts, his life came to an end on September 2, 2013. Those accounts allege J Money was set up after information about his whereabouts was passed to Lil B by a man known as Smokey. He was reportedly lured to 66th and Rhodes in STL EBT territory, where he became locked outside an apartment, allegedly unaware that Lil B was allegedly waiting across the street, blending in with headphones like an ordinary passerby. According to those accounts, Lil B then approached, shot J Money, and fled the scene. Community accounts claim J Money's friends, Prince Dre and E-Dog, witnessed the shooting from a nearby car. From that point on, Lil B became one of O-Block's most wanted rivals. By this point, community accounts had linked Lil B to as many as 6 killings, with some even claiming a 7th. Whether any, all, or none of those claims were true, one thing was certain. His name had become one of the most feared on Chicago's South Side. With his reputation growing, rivals from O-Block and other neighborhoods were said to be making repeated trips into STL, EBT, and Jarrow City territory looking for him. But according to official accounts, his story would end not at the hands of rivals, but during a police encounter. On March 29, 2014, Lil B was spotted by police in Jarrow City territory. Authorities said he fled on foot, running towards 63rd and Rhodes. Police reported that a handgun fell as he climbed over a fence, and officers fatally shot him at the scene. By then, Lil B's name had become well known to both police and investigators. Given the allegations surrounding him and the reputation he had built on Chicago's South Side, some community members have speculated that officers viewed him as an extremely dangerous suspect and weren't willing to take any chances during the encounter. Just like that, one of the most talked about figures of Chicago's early drill era was gone. Friends mourned the loss of someone they saw as a loyal soldier, while many rivals viewed it as the end of a man they believed had brought years of violence to their neighborhoods. Community narratives also suggest some O-Block members were frustrated they never got the chance to avenge their own fallen friends, particularly J Money. Lil B also had a child on the way, who was born around 3 months after his death. Whether remembered as a feared street figure, a loyal friend, or simply another young life lost to Chicago's cycle of violence, his story remains one of the most debated of the early drill era. Let me know who you'd like to see next on Chi-Town Stories. Don't forget to subscribe and follow for more documentary content. This is Chi-Town Stories. I'll see you in the next one. For more exclusive content, don't forget to follow me on TikTok. Don't lack.